Okay, good evening. Tonight we're with Jason Koch. Jason is the county commissioner there in the 2nd District near Centralia. We are doing this tonight to allow the voters of Nemaha County to get to know the candidates that are running for the commissioner seats. Nemaha County Republican Party is holding these interviews of the candidates. And I'd like to say that Nemaha County is a close community with friends and neighbors. Each candidate needs to get their message out to the voters as clearly as possible without attacking each other in an unprofessional manner. By asking questions of the candidates, we felt it imperative to have these candidates give their thoughts and opinions on several issues of importance to the voters. The first issue is on wind and solar energy. So Jason, Nemaha County has gone through an expansion of wind energy generation in the past 4 years with 120 wind turbines installed in the southern area of the county. There are 45 new agreements between Wetmore and Gulf waiting to be developed for more wind turbines. Do we allow more wind turbines, or do we curtail the number to what we have?
I feel that we do not need any more wind turbines in Nemaha County. The comprehensive plan also states the majority of the residents do not want to see any more wind turbines or solar in the county.
Okay. Do you support corporations using eminent domain for the expansion of the transmission lines going through our counties?
No, not if the power is not staying in our county. If they're using these power lines to transport electricity through our county and to where nobody can use it, I do not think eminent domain is the answer to get that power line pushed through.
Okay. We're talking about this 5 mile wide
DOE
transmission.
Yes.
DOE. Okay, in your opinion, the 3 mile, what is your opinion of the 3 mile radius around Seneca and Sabetha with no turbines or solar farms allowed?
The extraterritorial zoning, to my understanding, is a state law that they can do. If the county would happen to zone, it would change that. To my understanding, the county would then take over that area. But as of right now, I'm fine with it. It is state law. There's nothing I can do about it.
Okay. All right. The next issue is the county administrator. In 2023, the commissioners hired the county administrator. His duties included working with county officials to manage and implement new programs and initiatives, as well as support and manage unelected personnel with payroll, healthcare, human resources, budget issues, and county expenditures, as well as to find state and federal grants and adding accountability to our county workforce. Do you believe that the county administrator is a warranted position?
Well, yes, I guess. I mean, I was there during the hiring process. We come to this conclusion after discussing, discussions amongst our own board and seeing the issues that we had, and also talking with other counties that have administrators and the role that they play to where it helps, help the. We just felt it was a shift that the county needed to help see that the tax dollars are spent wisely, and to also, look for grants and other ways to help the county save money to help offset the cost of hiring him.
So do you believe that the duties, that his duties are warranted? Would you vote to cut your salary and shift that part of your salary to the administrator?
Well, since being in office, I will tell you that the commissioners have only had a 2.5% raise. Other county employees have received raises ranging anywhere from 15 to 20%. So we have not raised our raises, or raised our wages to salaries as high. But if, and that discussion has been had in the office more than once about lowering our wages if this position remains, right now we're in a trial period. I'll just say that. We're in a trial period with this. It's a new position. Give it some time, see how it works out. But if If we would get rid of that position, we would probably have to restructure the way things was being done. Instead of 3 commissioners trying to be in charge of every department, I think we would have to split that up to where 1 commissioner is in charge of like road and bridge and the health department, the next one's above the appraiser. That way, because not all 3 of us can be together unless we're in a meeting to take care of the issues that arise from day to day.
Okay, let's see. Okay, now on county roads and bridges. One of Nemaha County's most important duties is to maintain our road and bridges to allow commerce and the travel of our citizens in a safe manner. It is the largest expenditure in our county budget. What are your thoughts on prioritizing road maintenance and repairs of our roadways?
The roads and bridges have been my #1 priority, mainly because I have the biggest area of the county, with 13 townships, and I have a majority of the roads. The road and bridge budget is around $4 million, and it has been, and then there's close to another $1 million that we've been using from pilot funds on the roads as well. So I think we're funding it well. Well, I'll just leave it at that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because I know what your next question is.
Yeah, what are your thoughts? Okay, with this being the county's largest expenditure, are there ways to improve the efficiency of these funds and current devote to this department?
We have had 1 road grader training, and I think it was effective, and we've got another one scheduled here for next month. We're always looking for new practices and new ways to try to stretch the tax dollar to make it go further.
Okay. Now on housing and partnerships with our cities. Nemaha County has a shortage of young, qualified working adults. We have a shortage of affordable housing in areas to develop residential subdivisions in our cities and in our rural areas. To increase our tax base, we need more employment of families within our county, paying taxes and adding to our financial base. Do you believe that the county should partner with resources, with communities in developing land and infrastructure costs for rural or urban subdivisions to increase affordable housing for new citizens to work within our county?
I'm all for building houses and increasing economic development in the county, but I am not in favor of using taxpayer dollars to do it. I think grants should be sought after to do this, or other ways. You know, I'm open for ideas. I'm all about it. We need to get the young families back here and get them working, but I do not think it needs to be another tax burden.
Okay. Number 5, the budget, property and sales taxes. Currently, Nemaha County has a budget of $15 million for 2024, with the estimated 2025 budget projected at over $16 million. In 2023, sales tax, which are a half of a 1%, brought in $1,413,000. This year, to compile the 2024 real estate taxes, the county assessed value is down by $905,000 due to ag land use values declining, which is the first decline in the last 10 years. The mill levy for the county is currently 36 mills, with the projected mill levy going up to 42 mills, or about an additional 6 mills. So Jason, where are you going to come up with the shortfall in the taxes with a budget that is growing due to the inflation rate increase caused by the federal administration spending?
This is a tough one, right? The last several years, I think we've done a pretty good job trying to put together a budget for the county, and it is, I mean, it's not easy. We do not have the final numbers in yet for our budget, but I can tell you that there's been some increases throughout the departments in the county that's altogether over $1 million. I guess I'm looking for the departments to kind of help me out on this as well. I mean, they're all elected or put into that spot to help spend the tax dollars wisely too. But, As of right now, I do not have a good answer for this question. We are in the early stages of developing our budget. I do not know exactly what the numbers are. I know in the past we've tried to clip things out that I guess weren't actual necessities of the county. I mean, there are some departments that we have to have, but there are other ones that we don't have to have. But that's a tough conversation to have when somebody's losing their job.
So the next question is really which services or departments would you cut or curtail? Or do you raise the mill levy?
Well, we're gonna probably have to raise the mill levy this year. I'm not gonna lie, but we're also probably gonna look into cutting some of the non-essentials again.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's
So, Jason, our final question is that you're the county commissioner right now, and can you tell the voters of Nemaha County why you're running again for the county commissioner's position, and what your vision is for the county in the future?
I guess the main part of that is the last 4 years I've learned a lot. I will say that there's been some decisions that had to be made that you don't sleep well at night, but at the end you got to do what's right for the county. I have lost friends over this. I've lost business over this job, but I'm still willing to stand up and fight for this county. I want to see it to be the best county it can be. Like I said earlier, trying to keep taxes low, keeping people moving in here. You talk to counties out west, they're doing everything they can to just stay afloat, and I don't want to see us turn into that kind of an area.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Jason. I hope that you found this dialogue with the candidates informative, and I invite you, the voters, to contact the candidates for further information. Once again, thank you.
Thanks, Ray.